We are in Den Town. This is also called the Ota Road shop because Den Town has become kind of the Akihabara of central Japan. It's much different from Akihabara in that it's a bit more open and a bit more smaller scale, but I like it all the same. And the Super Potato, very hard to miss. You'll hear the music. We're going in. You see on the right over here, a bunch of snacks. If you want some popcorn. I don't know anybody who's ever come to Super Potato and bought a snack. I certainly haven't, but if you want to spend 10 cents on something little for your mouth, there you go. The store begins with a bunch of merch. Oh, I should also note that I think the exchange rate today, it is, what is it? It's July 2017, and the exchange rate is about $1 to 113 yen, which is actually, if you're coming to visit, that's pretty good. Usually it's about 100, so you get like a 10% savings, I guess. I don't think a lot of this stuff is exclusive to Japan. I think you can actually buy a lot of this stuff in America. But if you come over here, here's all the Nendroids and the Figmas. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Although you could probably get it for cheaper on Amazon. Let's see, we're going up to the showcase now. Holy shit! All right. So if you look. Where's my finger? There's my finger. That is Summer Carnival 92 Rekka. That's probably the rarest game, the rarest, I guess you could say normal published game through the Famicom. It's going for about $900 now, 100,000 yen, or 100,000 yen. It's an amazing shooter. You can actually get it on the 3DS Virtual Console for like $5. I'd probably recommend going that way unless you're a psychopath like me and you hunt eBay for it. You can see Gimmick for $600, complete. Hold on, okay. If you look, hold on, where's my finger? If you look at that middle sticker right there, that means that it says Shosetsu Itami. That means that the manual has some small amount of damage to it, which usually means a reduction in price. So, oh god, I wouldn't want to know what Gimmick costs if it was a normal price. What else have we got? Let's see, Battletoads, $350. What else have we got? Let's go up. Oh, up here we've got some recently released Super Famicom games. These are not officially licensed, but they just came out this year. You can see Unholy Night, which is a 2D fighting game on the left. And on the right, I think a Satellaview game that was recently re-released in cartridge form for the Super Famicom. That's pretty cool. Come down here, PS1. I mean, I could get a PS1 for about $20 somewhere else. $70 is a bit steep. No, they got new copies of Kingdom Hearts 2. Huh, okay. And new copies of Rule of Rose for $90. That's weird. Okay. Oh, here's a treasure. This is the Gold Rockman 4 cart. It's retailing for like $6,000. Well, I guess with the exchange rate, about $5,500. This is actually a prize that you got if you entered a contest to get into. It was a design contest for bosses for Mega Man 4, and people just sent in drawings. And if your drawing got accepted and your boss got made, you got a gold cart, and now it's worth like $5,000. That's the PC Engine LT, $3,000. That's a lot. There's a PC Engine GT. I hope the capacitors work on that thing. Got a dual arm, $250. That's actually not bad. I mean, considering that it's better than Tokyo prices, I suppose. And we've got the Game Boy Advances. All of those Game Boy Micros have skyrocketed. I remember buying mine a few years ago for $50. Now they're $200. And an Atari Jaguar. Jesus. Don't want to know. If the price isn't on it. Oh wait, no. Never mind. I don't know if it says, let's see, $700. I don't know if that's just for Raiden or if that's for the whole set. Oh, Christ. Oh, and here's some limited edition Dreamcasts. Here's a Seaman one for about $1,000. That's a bit steep. Hello Kitty. I bought a Hello Kitty Dreamcast a few years ago for like 50 bucks. Now it's 200. Oh yes, let's go down this Virtual Boy. But once in a while, you will find American games and systems at Super Potato at massively inflated prices. Because here's a set. You get 8 games and a Super Nintendo. Yeah, it is $500. Oh, how nice. They labeled it for us. Some Dragon Ball stuff. Let's go to the other showcase. Yeah, here we go. These are going to be the mainline games. Oh my god, look at this. Pokemon for like 50 bucks a piece. I bought a Pokemon game from Super Potato 4 years ago, and it was like $20, and that was expensive then. Here's the N64 games, which unfortunately have not gone up in value. When I first came to Japan, I loaded up on N64 games because I thought it was the best system. Unfortunately, I have been proven wrong, and all the games I have are still not worth a whole lot. But some of them are fun. I go Mother 3. Well, in the box for $50. That's not terrible. Although I did just see it, I think, at a store down the street for $40. Yeah, and Double Dragon. For some reason, Double Dragon Advance is now worth like $250. That's insane. There we go, Mario 3 for 60 bucks. Very expensive for my tastes. Anything else good? Oh yeah, Zelda in the box for 80 bucks. I mean, it's not the worst that I've seen it, but you can see it at other places for 50, maybe even 20 if you're lucky. Wild Guns, $400 for Wild Guns? Wow, how'd that get so expensive? What else have we got? Rendering Ranger. Okay, so that's Rendering Ranger R2 is the most expensive game for the Super Famicom. $700 just for the cartridge. It can go for $2,000 if you find it in the box. Let's see, look in here. Here's Wild Guns. Okay, so there's Wild Guns for $800. Wow, man, some of these are expensive. But look at here. Here's a little. This is a bit refreshing. Hagane for about $150. That's pretty good considering I think the American cart goes for what, 500 bucks? Lots and lots of Super Famicom games, which I'm trying to get into, but the prices have just gone up. They're even getting a bit higher than Famicom games, which is very interesting to me because the Nintendo is only just getting on the Super Famicom train, as it were. Lots of Famicom games, a lot of which I don't have any idea of what they are, except for Crisis Force. Right in the center for 60 bucks, not terrible, but also not super great. DuckTales 2, $100. Punch-Out for, really? $100 for Punch-Out? Oh man, yeah, and Mega Man, oh god. $400 for Mega Man. Oh, that's interesting. There's a, is that Circle of the Moon? No. Dark Knight. It's one of the Castlevania games for the Game Boy for 90 bucks. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Famicom's only for 60 bucks. That's not bad, but I've also seen it better. Here's an AV Famicom. This is what you'll need if you want to actually hook your Famicom up to a TV, because these Famicoms... Let me see if they have a thing. Yeah, so these Famicoms, if you look at the back, they only have RF out, which means you've got to plug it in through like a coax cable. And that really won't work on modern TVs. That's why you got to get the AV Famicom, because it outputs composite or component. I always mix those two up. Here are a bunch of third-party controllers. Yeah, N64 controllers, because the joystick always breaks. Bunch of Game Cubes. Let's see. Okay, out of curiosity, how much? I bought a Famicom computer in the box for $10. This is $200. Yep. Okay. Moving on. Oops, missing. Oh man, yeah, these are good. Oh, Dreamcast. Wish I had the bag space for a Dreamcast stick. Bunch of Mega Drives. So, if I can find the Mega Drive corner. So in America, I mean, Genesis games are pretty cheap, right? Like, there isn't really a Genesis game that goes above, what, $200, $300? I can't believe that they ever do. But in Japan, there are $1,000 Genesis games. And hopefully, I will be able to show you. Oh, here's some Xbox games. It wasn't super popular in Japan, but it does have a few games, and it's got some good shooters. Maybe we'll go see if we can find some Xbox 360 shooters. That's what's on my radar right now. These are the more, I'd like to call them the ancient games. Although there's some PC Engine stuff here. Yeah, look at these PC Engine CD-ROM games. Don't know much about these yet, although Double Dragon, always good, no matter the system. Bunch of Game & Watches. Very old. I think, is this MSX stuff? Yeah, here's some MSX games, more of which I do not know about. Although, there's Castlevania. How much is Castlevania? Castlevania is $50. And here's a bunch of crap they haven't put on the shelves yet. Let's see. Here's... Oh, is this the Genesis stuff? Yeah, okay. Well, let's start from the top now. Here's Saturn stuff. Let's see if there's any deals to be had. See, what I don't like about how they put up the Saturn stuff is that it's really hard to see the covers. And I mean, yeah, okay, I can read the katakana, but if you can't read Japanese at all, I mean, man, this must be really hard for you to look for stuff. It's hard for me. But oh, here's a Rising game. This is what is this? Kingdom Grand Prix. This is supposed to be a really good shooter. I haven't played it yet, but Rising and Aiding always make good stuff. And actually, 6,000 yen? That doesn't include tax, but you figure that's $60 with the tax. That's actually not a bad price. Super Potato's Saturn price is actually pretty good, and sometimes can actually be better than most other places. There's Donpachi. Yeah, $50. I got it for like $10 cheaper somewhere else. Oh my god! And Street Fighter Alpha 3. Like, oh my god. It's let's see. This is the version that includes the cartridge, the memory expansion cartridge. That means it is now a $250 game. So I don't think so. Do they have Battle Dorega? I wonder. You guys can look at these while I look for Battle Dorega. I don't see it. That's weird. They usually have a couple. Oh wait, there's Batsugun. That's a really good arcade shooter. They got ported to the Saturn. It's going for $200. There's Metal Black. Wait, yeah, there it is, Metal Black. Oh, here's some. Oh no. I was hoping that I could get some cheap Dreamcast games, and this is crushing my dreams because we've got Zero Gunner 2 for $220. You got Ikaruga over there for about $100. Could be worse. Shenmue 2. When Shenmue 3 got announced, Shenmue 2 became like a $60 game, but thankfully it's dropped back down to like $30. Okay, now let me show you the Mega Drive, the Genesis, and how expensive some of these games are. You see Vampire Killer right there? That is Castlevania Bloodlines. It is one of the very few Castlevania games that I do not yet have, and it doesn't have a price. That's not good, because it's usually $500 or $600. So I wonder how much that's going to cost me. Although I'm not going to buy it this time around, but one of these days. It's Sonic and Knuckles for $80, not bad. What else have we got? Oh, a 32X. How much are they selling? 32X for $200. Huh. Okay. Game Gears have also gotten super expensive. This one is a piece of junk, literally. It does not output sound, and it is $60. That's insane. You're gonna have to replace the capacitors on that. Oh, cool! A whole box of so every once in a while, Super Potato will come upon just boxes of stuff, like never before opened boxes from warehouses. And right here we have AC adapters. Yeah, for the Mega Drive 2, you can buy a new one. Probably, I think it's brand new, and it's $9 for one. PlayStation games have been increasing in value recently, as everyone gets that nostalgia bug, which is unfortunate because I don't have a ton of PlayStation games. Nothing that I don't recognize yet. Wolfang. That's a good shooter. Well, like kind of action platformer. Oh yeah, there we go. Symphony of the Night. $60. We got Thunder Force 5, $40. Okay. What else? Here's the, so those are the showcases. These are the, I guess the more common games. Do they have them in sections? No. Oh yeah, okay, so they organize them. If you look over here, little Sonic, we've got the hiragana here, so that means everything that starts with it's gonna be like that. Once again, if you don't read Japanese, man, this has gotta be hard. Although they do show some of the covers, which is nice. Let's go down to Dragon Force for $10. That's like a, what, $400 American game? And here's another $400 game, but the Japanese version is $20. We got Panzer Dragoon Saga. What else have we got? We got some PlayStation 2. Do they have any 360 games here? This is supposed to be the RetroCon, so it doesn't have any of the modern systems. But I wonder how far back they go. Here's some Mark III. Oh, they do have a Mark III. $100. Is that just for the loose one? No, the box, the one in the box, the Mark III in the box is $300. And a Master System for $200. Whoa. Remind me never to get into Sega stuff ever again. And then here's a load. $200 for a Turbo Duo. That's actually pretty good. We got a Mega Jet. Yeah, so the Mega Jet is a sort of portable Genesis that you can just carry over to a friend's house. This one is $150. No AC cables or anything. Oh, here's a monitor. This is, you could attach the PC Engine Duo monitor to a PC Engine Duo. This guy over here on the left. And it also had a battery pack that you can buy separately, and you can play your Duo on the go. Why anyone would do that, nobody knows. Let's see, how much, let's see, we got some basic fighting games for the Neo Geo. Oh, here we go. Here are going to be the kings of the store. We got Oso 2, a shooting game for the Neo Geo for $350. The Double Dragon fighting game for $500. I always just preferred the side-scrolling version. Here are the other basic Sega Mega Drive games. Actually, not bad. Yeah, so here are the Disney games. What else have we got? Any good ones? Thunder Force. Thunder Force is a good shooting series that, well, it's supposed to be good. I actually haven't played it yet. But I will one of these days. Not bad price. It's like $30. No, actually, yeah, Thunder Force 4. Little bit of damage to the manual, but I'm American, so any Japanese quality manual is probably going to be better than whatever trash you can find at GameStop. Yeah, Dreamcast games still kind of cheap. Let's see, here's Sonic Adventure for like $10. Not bad. Hold on. Now, riddle me this. Oh, okay. So on the left, you have the basic version that came out at the release of the Dreamcast for 980 yen. For $2 more, you can get the Sonic Adventure International. Does that tell us anything about what's in it? The Super Spectacle, high-speed, role-playing action takes the stage. Also, you should note, you see this little spine cover here? I've mentioned it in previous videos, but this spine cover thing can actually influence how much a game costs. Now, for a game like Sonic Adventure, where it's cheap, where it's probably not going to make that much of a difference, I can't actually find one of these that doesn't have the spine cover. But for your more expensive games, like say your Dragoon or your Street Fighter Alpha 3, that can actually be worth like $50. Oh yeah, the Dreamcast in Japan had a lot of anime type games for it. Lots of dating kind of sims. Ooh yeah, Street Fighter. It's the Dreamcast games. Yeah, don't really like how they've lined up. Because not only is it's in, you know, hiragana or katakana order, but they don't line it up by genre. And if you know, gave me the genres, then I could just skip over all the anime trash like that there. Let's see, here's a bargain bin. Let's go. Yeah. Here's the Game Boy section. Any good ones? So many cartridges. Some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, $20 each. Oh, Metroid 2 for $20. That's getting a re-release. Has it been re-released yet? No, I think it comes out in September. Here's all the Mega Man games, $20. And then I wonder if we can do. Let's see. Let's check the price on some of the box. I don't see. Just in a cursory glance, I can't find any that are in the box and also not in the box. Lots of Zelda stuff. $50 for a Game Boy Color? That's insane. That's really high. Here we go, the Game Boy Advance. Can we see anything good? Oh, here's Mother 1 and 2 for $30. Oh, Castlevania. Oh, $100 for I can't remember. I only know them by the Japanese name, but $100 for this is actually kind of fair nowadays. There's yeah, sorry if the audio's not too good on this, but Super Potato loves to blast the music. Oh, there's the gun attachment for the Famicom. In Japan, they didn't have the zapper. They just had a gun that looks like that, and it's all black. And I would not try taking that anywhere, really. Lots of Game Boy is skyrocketed. You can see here a one in the box will cost you $100. Let's go down the road of Super Famicom games. They got anything good? Oh, here's Live Alive. Does it have? Oh wait, oh, I thought it had. I thought someone had written on it, but this is just a sample. You'll take this up to the front. You'll take this up to the register over there, and you'll get the real cartridge. $40 isn't too bad. This is one of the few Square games that didn't get a translation. Let's see, they might also have the other one, because it was I think a late release for the Super Famicom when they were transitioning, Nintendo was transitioning to the N64. That also hurt this game right here, Bahamut Lagoon. That's another Square RPG that did not get an official localization. But if you look up here, we got the bigger Super Famicom titles. Contra 3, $100. Oh my god, just a couple years ago it was like 60. And then Mother 2, this is Earthbound, for $60. Oh, it's a bit steep. But I think the last thing we're gonna do before my phone runs out of storage is just go through some more Super Famicom games. Anything good? I mean, Donkey Kong Countries are always solid. About $20 a piece. Fire Emblem. Final Fight, always good. Although I honestly prefer Final Fight 2. Super Mario RPG, highly recommend. Can't wait for the SNES Classic to come out. Here we've got Link to the Past for $50. Whoa, okay, it's a bit expensive for my tastes. All the Mario Twins games. Anything good? Oh man, Dracula X, $60. Do they have Sonic Wings? No, I don't see it. It would be up here in this little, like, this is the area that's not quite good enough for the main showcase, but you still got some solid games, and oh, look at those prices. We got Pitfall for almost $100, Super Empire Strikes Back for $40. Here we've got Turtles in Time for $60. Oh man, yeah, some of these prices, not super good, but look at this. Mega Man X, $25. Mega Man X3, $25. So yeah, and I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot of, you know, Japanese in Mega Man, so if you want to play them on the actual hardware, why not buy the Japanese version? Yep, and then here's Earthbound out of the box for $30, and Super Metroid out of the box, $30. So I think that's going to be it for me. I'm just going to keep rolling until my phone fills up. So if this stops abruptly, I've been Jay Contra, coming to you live, for me, from downtown Osaka. Thanks for watching, and mahalo.